So thank you all for being here. I think we have a pretty interesting topic for you all today. I'm joined by my teammates, Diggy, Momoko, and Brenda. And so we're going to talk to you today about a proposal to do a case study on the American Association for Nude Recreation. So why do we want to study nudism? Because it's fun and interesting, and there's actually a pretty decent-sized industry and market for it, right? So the American Association for Nude Recreation is the regulatory organization for the nudist tourism industry. Yes, there is such a thing. It was originally called the Sunbathing Association, and then in 1995 they changed their name because they grew and decided to become a formal organization. There's over 200 chapters in North America, including 2 in our neighborhood. The Potomac Rambling Bears Association is in Arlington, Virginia. So if we have any members, can you? No? Okay. And then we also have the Pine Tree Club in Annapolis, Maryland. So the AANRs definitely has a presence here in the area. The organization is made up of elected board members. We have the president, vice president, secretary, and then 14 appointed members. The organization also reaches out into the community and uses firms for legal counsel when we're talking about the rights of their members and versus the law. And they also have PR firms that they contract out to do work for them. One thing I do want to point out, the AANR organization made a big point to put in their policy that this is a family-friendly nudist industry. It is not for sexual exploitation. Anyone that uses the nudist tourism name for that is absolutely not represented under this organization. So some of our questions, you imagine we probably had quite a few, but how do you grow the nudist tourism industry when nudity is sort of taboo in the American society anyway? How do you promote it, given that today social media is the main avenue, or one of the main avenues of marketing, promoting, and recruiting? Obviously, they have challenges when it comes to promoting nudity via this avenue, so how do they go about doing that? And then regulation versus rights. Who do they work with in the government to make sure that their members' rights are respected, but also that the members' rights don't infringe on the public's rights, and how do they do that? Oops, sorry. So I'm going to hand it off to Momoko, who will just talk about the industry a little bit for you.
Thank you, Monet. Now I'm talking about the nudism industry. First of all, I think many of us actually don't know what the nudism industry is. So unfortunately, there is no clear definition for that because very few research have been done for the nudism. But based on the research, we would like to say it's an industry of service and goods related to nude recreation and nude living. What most people come up with for the nudism industry is nudist resort. Resort like a beach and pool, but actually it's not only beach or pool, but it includes cruise, hiking, biking, dining, sports like yoga or tennis as shown in this picture. Everything in naked, in an open mud, in nature. And the product that is necessary for nudism, like sunscreen, are included in the nudist resort. Those are the industry for nudist tourism. And what about nude living? Nudist housing for alternative lifestyle, nudists want to live in community. They need to change or modify the house to fit in the nudist life, like walls that keep the privacy from the outside or clothes changing place near the entrance, so that they can put the clothes if someone is coming. And now, what's the prospect for this industry in the U.S.? Overall, this industry is rising trend. Nudist vacation has biggest impact on it. Since interest in nude vacationing is on the rise, it's a rapidly expanding niche market. It will make $43 billion in a year economic impact with general rise of overall tourism industry. And it made like 5% of overall U.S. tourism industry. It's still a niche market, and then that percentage is not that small. Nudist vacations also may double sunscreen market of now have 463 million a year. That's a big impact. And for nudist living, now in the U.S. needs for real estate is a rising trend, and the U.S. house market it will increase if more modification for nudist houses is rising. So now I will pass on Maggie for the statistics.
Economic impact. AANR is saying that the nudism is one of the fastest growing trends in tourism industry, but there are not much research have been done to show us how much exactly this nudism industry impact to the economy. Because Florida is the biggest market in nudism, I put these numbers from one of the research that has been done in Florida. So, for example, in 2016, there were 1.2 million rooms sold in nudist resorts in Florida, which made $7.4 billion for the year for the state. So $7.4 billion is 6.6% of total income from tourism, considering all of these industries involved in the activities. So then demographics, we want to see demographic data in this industry, and it's clearly shown that the main customers are older, 60 years and over, and most of them are white, rich, and also the study shows that baby boomers had put big impact to this nudism industry to grow fast and successful.
So I did regulations, and I found that there are actually no federal laws prohibiting or allowing nudists in public. And so many people are actually trying to use the First Amendment to argue that they should be allowed to walk around with no clothes because it's a way of expressing themselves. However, there has been 2 Supreme Court cases that explains when it's appropriate to use the First Amendment and when it doesn't. The first one was in 1981, Barnes versus Glenn, and the court held that nudism is appropriate and it's actually protected under the First Amendment in live entertainment, television, broadcasts, and fiction motions. And then in 1981, another Supreme Court case held that nudism made it very clear that nudism alone by itself it's not a way of expression, and so if you walk around with no clothes, you will not be protected under the First Amendment. And so both cases actually explain that states are allowed to make their own regulations on whether they want to allow this type of behavior in their boundaries or not. And so it obviously varies by state. So for example, Maryland and Virginia have pretty similar laws, and they basically say that if you expose yourself, you will be charged with misdemeanor, and you can go to jail, or you can be charged up to $2,000. And so overall, these regulations are beneficial to the industry because since you cannot going around with no clothes. You have to pay to these companies to have access to the resorts if you really want to engage in this type of activity.
So in conclusion, we talked a little bit about the industry, the history of the industry, the demographics. So what are some of the challenges? We talked about trying to market and promote the industry and also recruit members. But on the other side of that, if you want to enter into the industry as a business, how do you do that since the industry is so secretive still? And also, what effect does this industry have on consumer products like sunscreen or shampoo or something like that? And then we gave you a few numbers, quantitative analysis to let you know that it is actually an industry and it's a growing industry. And in the DMV area in particular, since it hasn't been tapped into, it could be a very lucrative situation for you. So thanks for discussing being naked with us.
Questions?
Okay. Oh, I'm showing off somebody. Okay.
Anyone wants to ask questions about nudity?
Yeah. First of all, applaud you for such an audacious topic.
We wanted to make the final presentation fun.
Yeah, and you certainly did. So there's one statistic that I found really sort of surprising, and that was, I think, you said something like 60% of the potential of the current nudist market, I don't know if that's the proper terminology, is over 60 years old. And that demographic is also disproportionately more religious conservative as well. How do you explain that? How do you reconcile that difference between the age of the cohort of nudists and the conservative nature of that demographic in general? And how come more young people aren't doing it?
Are you asking because okay.
Yeah, I'm interested.
So obviously, this is a proposal to study the industry. There have been a lot of studies. That was one of our questions. So we only listed a few questions, but we definitely had more. And one was, why is it older white males only? We were kind of shocked at how the younger generation wasn't in it, because you would think we're wild and free at this age. We want to be a part of it. So that would be something we would definitely, if we had done a full case study, would have researched. But it's definitely an interesting topic.
There was also information saying that the industry is getting more expensive and more luxurious. So maybe 4% of the ones that are actually that have access to it.
Devin?
Why do you think the market is increasing? Is there anything you saw? Because I looked at the tourism numbers, the fact that 7% of tourism is in the news industry. Why do you think it's such a large, percentage?
My guess is, one, nudism in America may be small, but overseas it's not that new. And so as you have more people coming over, is that they want the same lifestyle they had when they were in their country. In Europe, for example, there are topless people in the decline. So when they come to America to work or to reestablish lives, they're probably looking to that.
And also, one of the studies I researched shown that the society is aging, and this industry is growing in age. Yeah, yeah. So maybe that's one reason.
Yeah, and there is also a result of the sample for nudist. So it shows there is an unmet demand in the US. There is 17 million people, it is 30% of the whole American population, constantly going to nudism beach. the place is secure and nice, comfortable for them. So that's the statistics support the result of the global market.
Yeah, so there's also, there have been changes obviously in the industry to where they have more secure places to go to. We were reading a little bit of information about a case in an article from 1960 in Florida where nudists wanted to live in their homes, but their homes weren't accommodating of it. So that, because there was no secure place to be, like on your balcony naked at your house, it probably deterred some people. And it ended up actually overall affecting the architecture industry because they had to custom make houses for nudists, which then led to colonies of nudists, and then, so I think it's just a bunch of things.
So we are unfortunately out of time.